Hi, I'm Mark Capehart, and I'll be giving an overview of Good to Great by Jim Collins. Basically, the book is the result of a research study undertaken by Collins and a team of about 20 researchers looking at the question as to whether or not companies could move from being good companies to great companies. Collins and team identified a list of 11 companies that did make the move, and this move was quantified by a 15-year cumulative stock return at or below the market, punctuated by a transition point, then experiencing returns at 3 times the market rate over the next 15 years. That list of companies identified, 11 of which were Abbott, Circuit City, Fannie Mae, Gillette, Kimberly-Clark, Kroger, Nucor, Philip Morris, Pitney Bowes, Walgreens, and Wells Fargo. Those were the 11 companies identified. Next, Collins wanted to figure out what made these companies successful in their move from goodness to great. And he developed this model that included this idea of disciplined people, disciplined thought, and disciplined action. Disciplined people includes level 5 leadership. Basically, the leaders of these companies were self-effacing, reserved, humble, and motivated and ambitious. Next, this idea of first who, then what. Basically, the leaders acquired the right people, got rid of the wrong people, put the right people in the right places, and then identified a vision. As far as disciplined thought, basically the companies had to confront the brutal facts but never lose their faith. So acknowledge what really is going on in the organization, and at the same time having faith that the organization will succeed despite the circumstances. And this idea of hedgehog concept, basically just because something is the core of your business, it does not mean you're doing it well. And if you're not doing something well, your business cannot be great. So the business will either need to identify something that can do well, or it needs to improve on what it is lacking in. Next, under discipline action, companies adopted a culture of discipline. Basically, when there's discipline action, there's no need for excessive controls, which of course are expensive. And when you combine this culture of discipline with an ethic of entrepreneurship, you're setting the stage for greatness. Finally, these companies that moved from good to great were technology accelerators. They did not use technology as the primary means of the transition, but they carefully selected technologies, used them strategically, and that's how they moved from goodness to great.